Black women have progressed. Okay, it's not that we don't care, we have bad attitudes. It's that we have progressed. Okay, we're starting businesses, we're building wealth, we're leading in entrepreneurship, we're leading in home ownership, we are leading in degrees. Black women have progressed, and we're not waiting for black men to catch up. Black women are no longer waiting for a black man's approval. We don't care for it. We're not waiting around for black men to love us. We're traveling, we're solo traveling, we're going to different countries. Black women are not waiting around for marriage and for black men to love on them and care for them. We don't care. We make more money without them. I know entrepreneur black women who are bringing in 6 figures per month, and that's without a marriage. Telling black women that it's a problem that black men are disliking us is crazy when black women are leading. They're leading the homes, they're leading financially, they are leading because black men have stepped down a long time ago, and that is the truth. Black men have given up a long time ago. And see, I know that we want to sit here and paint the perfect picture of black love, but black love don't exist no more. Black women have expanded on love, and it's beyond it being black.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
I'm a single mom by choice. Of course all my daughter's great perks are from her donor. I'm a single mother by choice. Of course we're spending all the holidays with my side of the family. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course I'm my daughter's favorite parent.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So sweet. Of course I'm my daughter's favorite parent. Of course we're spending holidays at my parents' house. It's not funny. It's actually just not funny what they're actually doing here, because they're making it cool and catchy, because that really shows how mature and well-rounded you are when you're trying to make being a single mother by choice boppy. Like just throwing some music behind it and using a bunch of flashes. Oh my God, look how great my day is being a single mother by choice. I have zero regrets. This is so great. This is awful. It really is awful. It's simply just a fad. And it is a fad that is going to impact your child no matter what you think, right? No matter what you believe. If I'm a well-rounded person, I make good money, your child is missing out when they don't have a second parent. You know, it shouldn't be a choice to deprive them of that. The nuclear family is the best guard. It is godly, it is wholesome, and it is the best guard that we have against extreme governance. And so when you see these sorts of things, you know, you should obviously exercise extreme compassion for the women who have been brought toward this point in their life, but also recognize that it is, whether you want to accept it or not, a tremendous evil.
The reason why half the women mad, you got 3 women outwardly, openly, and they seem happy. I either had a man that had multiple and treated them well and decided to cut it off on principle, and they now doing worse off, or they wish they could obtain a man that can handle multiple women, but they not that type. At some point, black women are going to start understanding, in order for every one of us to have a black man, we have to share. Most of us have shared, and we know it. You can play them games with the men, but you can't play it with me. It's monogamous women that hit me up all the time talking about they dealing with a married man. But they could never date a man that would deal with another woman on them.
You have dealt with it and continue to do so. Anyways.
As soon as we recognize that it's actually in our best interest to be polygamous as black women in America, 3Ks here right now, the sooner we can get together and create the type of standard for that type of man to deal with multiple women. Because right now, y'all just letting shit go to anybody.
What does it mean to be a man? Because being manly has nothing to do with a woman. It has nothing to do with pandering. It has nothing to do with just providing. Yep. Being a man means being purposeful. That's what being a man is. That means that whatever it is that I seek from God, because my purpose is not a woman is a help me. So when he panders to you guys, and ladies, remember, I don't know what he's selling. I don't know what product that he has. But my goal is to get you married. My goal is to have you married based off of what God says is sanctified, right? I don't want y'all divorced. I don't want you unequally yoked. I don't want you to be a single baby mom. I don't want you shooting your shot in the dark thinking that this guy is giving you insight when he's just giving you talking points with no real substance behind it.
Let him come.
And here's the context. At what age do you want to be married? Do you put yourself in a position to find the person that's best for you? Has your father given you away? Does your parents actually see value in the person that is looking to marry? And when you start to ask yourself these questions, I don't speak to just rich people, because we both have money. We both have resources. So let's remove that from the table. I speak to the majority, not the minority. And when you are 20, 21, 22 years old, especially if you are a person that's looking to become a man, you are supposed to fail in controlled environments, meaning that your father is not even supposed to give you everything.
Very true.
He's supposed to give you what you need in order to be successful. My father was able to buy me a car, but he told me that I had to earn it and work for it because I valued it more, which then extended to every single thing that I touched, including the woman. See, my wife is here. My wife travels with me. She knows me. She understands me, right? And so at 20, 21, 22 years old, you're supposed to be broke. Unless you're doing something that you ain't supposed to do in order to get it.
Right.
You're supposed to be building. You're supposed to be understanding each other. It's a storming, a norming, a forming situation. And in no circumstance do you ever come into it fully understanding who the person is, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
And so when we start to look at what God has ordained to be great, the purpose of a man, it's not just to give spirituality and leadership. It's to understand. The first thing that the word says, in everything that you do, you get understanding. And everything you do, you get understanding. I don't even know her. I don't even know you. Everybody is out here dating, everybody running around, everybody doing everything. They give themselves to each other. We think that money or resources or what you can do or what you can offer a person is supposed to make up for all the insecurities and the problems and the issues that you have in your childhood. What have you solved for, right? Do you have problems in your childhood? Do you even have a father? Do you know what it means to be a man? It's a lot of women that's raising men to be feminine because they're in single parent households, right? How does that look? What does it look like when you get into a situation with a woman that has a child out of wedlock already, and then she still has to deal with the father? How do you deal with that?
Just don't get into them.
See, these are the questions that he can't answer for you
Because
the only thing he talks about is pandering.
Yes.
I'm talking about context. I'm talking about substance.
Real
I'm talking about
reality.
spirituality. I'm talking about praying together. I'm talking about building. You're supposed to get married when you're young because it prevents you from sinning and finding yourself with all of these bodies and these soul ties that ultimately carry with you for the rest of your life. And then you start to see every single man, and you can't take it out of your memory with the person that you wind up being with. Most women have skipped over the man that they're supposed to be with because they didn't have the guidance, because they didn't have the spirituality. They don't know the word of God. And so it's easy to just say, oh yeah, just provide 100%.
Yeah.
What happens when life happens and you're 22, 23, 24 years old and you get married?
Come on.
The economy messed everybody up. Everybody that thought that they had it, guess what? You got a plan, and then God. Why he don't talk about character? Because when I teach my daughter, I'm a reflection of the man that I would want my daughter to marry. I don't tell my daughter to go and look for a guy to provide for her.
Right.
I tell my daughter to go and look for a guy that's believing in God, that has good character, that actually worships and looks for and focuses on his purpose, because everything else falls in line. The money is gonna come. We so busy chasing money. Seek ye first the kingdom. You don't have to chase money. You don't have to, because if you're naturally that, if you're raised up in the admonition of your father, which is what God has ordained for you to do, you don't have to worry about that. That's naturally in you. So yes, absolutely, she should be purposeful, and her purpose at that time could be raising her children. Depending on if y'all got children, her purpose at that time could be out there and bringing in resources because she's learning a new skill that can then translate into the company that y'all build together. It's a lot of nuance and a lot of context, but I hate it when people pander to women because they lead y'all astray. And it sounds like I'm a harsh father. It sounds like it's a difficult situation. It sounds like you're just supposed to be given everything. But if that's the case, then why are we as a society, why are we as a people, as black people in particular, so far behind, and we further behind than we ever been, even though we're the freest and we have the opportunity to choose for ourselves? This isn't God. Ain't none of this what he talking about God right now. And I ain't even studied it. I ain't even getting started. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
I had to break this down to a couple ladies. You know, some was at an understanding, and again, it hurts to accept the truth. And it's polygyny. You know, men are not monogamous. God didn't make us that way. He made us no different than animals. We just can't be animals. We have to be righteous and not hormones, because we have soul ties that come along with this. And women suffer through this. Not so much as men, it's the women. Because y'all the ones that's taking in a man's DNA. That means you're taking in his spirit along with it. So if that man's a wicked man, what do you think you're putting in yourself? What do you think is going to happen to you over time? This is why over time y'all start doing things alike. It's because of that soul tie. You start to become that man. Think about that. So this is why it's so important for y'all women to only be with one man, so you don't fuck your soul up. They don't tell you this. And a lot of y'all wouldn't care because y'all don't see your soul. But a lot of y'all, it shows very clearly. And this is why it was okay as far as men going to have multiple wives or concubines. That's the way it's supposed to be. Women are supposed to get along with each other. But as a man having another woman, it's a problem. That's very telling, y'all. That's telling because y'all worshiping who? That's not the Most High. He accepted polygyny. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, all of them had multiple wives or concubines. And it was okay. Our ancestors lived like that because they knew how men was. Why? Because that's how the Most High made them. So they didn't have a problem with it. You just had to pick the right one, and you better stick by his side. That's it. Only time a man was cheating was when he is committing adultery. When a man is taking another man's wife. If she is not taken, that man is not in the wrong. And a lot of y'all are taught that he is in the wrong because he was taught monogamy. Monogamy is teaching you to be selfish. It's going to bring you down here. This is why none of y'all relationships ever worked. Because y'all believe a man is monogamous. And we're not. We try to be. And that's okay if you want to try to be. But that's the thing. You're trying to be. That's not your instinct. It's no different than an animal. Over time, what we do when we train them? To act like humans. But over time, that animal instinct just kicks in. And that's all it takes. So again, y'all gotta understand to overstand. Stop understanding. The cheating, y'all steady understanding. They're not gonna grow. They're not gonna grow.
Man is not
Monogamous.
monogamous.
We're not, man. That's why you need to know who you're with. And that's it. It's not about no one else. Should no one else be in your relationship? That's what a lot of y'all be feeling. Because once emotions kick in, that's it. There is no logic at all. And like I said, a lot of y'all really don't care about a man.
You can control men. You need working, and I understand. Is you want, is you love the man. Is you not love the man, so working for yourself.
A lot of y'all show y'all really don't love y'all man. Y'all don't want him happy. A man's supposed to prosper. He's supposed to make seeds and grow. That's what we're supposed to do, not keep us in bondage till we rot, until we die, and we leave nothing behind. No kids, no legacy, no nothing. Just heartache and pain, trying to be with one woman. How selfish does that even sound? Like I said, it's all right for all women to be, together. They want to party together. But let a man come in between? Oh, heck no. That's when that demon comes out. What is that telling y'all? What is that really telling you? It's all right for two women, but once a man comes in, there's a demon that comes involved. Why? Because y'all get triggered. That's telling you something. And who brought up monogamy? Not the Most High. So who are you really worshiping? Yo, you got to use logic over emotions, y'all. Set aside your emotions. A lot of y'all failing, and again, y'all relationships have failed because of this. And y'all just don't want to own up to it. There's no accountability. But y'all rather think y'all okay being by yourself. Come on now. That's a lie. A lot of y'all are fronting. Denying your body. Why? And you start craving over time. To the point where you're killing yourself. You're going to get yourself sick. For what? Because of your emotions? Wow. Someone needs to grow up. This is what I mean. When you're already possessed, you're already possessed.